Max, who do you think ends up with the top seed in the Western Conference?
I think Houston does, and I think it for several reasons. Number one, they're hungry for that right now. You know, Golden State's won a championship, but they've also lost a championship, maybe partly because they were chasing a record, not just finishing first. And don't forget, even in that season, the Spurs challenged them. Talk about Kawhi Leonard. Late in that season, it's like the Warriors have the greatest record of all time. Oh, wait a minute. Are they going to have a better record than the Spurs? So but it wasn't just finishing first, though. It was setting the all-time record, which they did. And you saw Steph Curry playing real minutes in kind of meaningless, otherwise meaningless games late in the season, and then he was physically compromised in the playoffs. I think the Warriors are chastened by that. They've learned their lesson. They want to keep their eyes on the prize. That's winning a championship. And I don't think the Rockets are there yet. I think every little goal still means a lot to the Rockets. They haven't experienced what the Warriors have experienced, and so they're going to be going harder. Also, the peak performance of any team so far in this regular season has been the Rockets. They're the ones who have gone on the longest winning streaks, have beaten the opponents by the widest margins, have kind of Harlem Globetrottered the league at times and looked the way the Warriors did when the Warriors were trouncing the league a couple years ago, even before they got KD, when it was like, wow, this, at least in the regular season, this ain't fair. And then finally, the Warriors bench has been scuffling this year compared to other years. You know, their starting five is fine, but their 6 through 10 has been an issue. And so you add all that up, and to me it adds up to the Rockets finishing with a better regular season record.
I'm going to go and side with Kenny Smith.
Okay.
First of all, I'm going to tell you the Warriors will capture the #1 seed. I think they enjoy playing at the Oracle, which is arguably the best home crowd in all of the NBA. That crowd is something special, not to mention the fact that you won a Game 7 on your home court, not in Houston or anywhere else. But I also think that Kenny Smith was absolutely right when he said this. It's all about interest. It's not about anything else with the Golden State Warriors. It's about interest. These guys are bored. It's not just the fact that you've been to 3 consecutive NBA finals and won 2 of the last 3 titles. It's about the fact that from a skill perspective, you're so superior to most other teams in the league. You are looking for things that are interesting. Remember this, when we talk about Michael Jordan and Michael Jordan's greatness, it wasn't just his skills. It was the fact that somehow, some way, he seemed to gumption up the nerve and fester that desire to really just annihilate all competition. I'm telling you, as somebody that knows Michael Jordan, he wasn't just about winning. He was about demoralizing and annihilating the competition. He wanted to strike such fear in your heart. He wanted to destroy your psyche so bad that you didn't even want to come back. You didn't look forward to playing him. And he loved it in the same breath when you thought that you could mess with him because he would just take you out. He found a way to make things interesting. The Golden State Warriors are in a situation right now where they are so superior that, again, their level of interest in the month of January and February, I mean, it's hard for them to be that interested. That's why Steve Kerr came out and said, look, they're tired of hearing my voice. That's why I let them coach. You coming up with gimmicks and tricks just to keep them motivated and interesting. Now that it's the stretch run and it's about getting yourself ready for that postseason, I think they will answer the bell. I think they will respond. I think they recognize the greatness of James Harden, along with that of CP3, the up-tempo style that Houston tries to play, the fact that Mike D'Antoni has the nerve to be the one coach that says, I'm going to try to outscore you. These are the kind of things, and I think they're going to send a message, close the deal with a relatively easy schedule over the last 22, 23 games. They'll capture the #1 seed in the West, and the road to the championship will have to come through the Oracle. I think that's what this is going to be about.